So my car is still running good. If you saw the video about how I tried the cat cleaner, now my check engine light's still on, but the car is going good. I filled it up. I finally, it went empty and the light was blinking to get gas, so I filled it up. But that's for the other video. But I wanted to come on to talk about, I live in Chicago, and there's a lot of carjackings over here. I used to drive for Lyft, and they actually carjack, like they order a Lyft or Uber, and then they shoot the driver. Now, this issue with the carjackings, the violent carjacking, has come really close to home because my daughter's fiance, his dad is retired. He's a retired banker, and I guess he decided to do, Uber driving. Is it Uber? Yeah, Uber or Lyft. I'm not sure which one he's doing. I guess, just as something to do, and I mean, I enjoyed it. I did the hood. I mean, I drove people in Englewood all the time. I was always in Englewood, but which isn't the nicest area in the Chicago area. But anyway, so he was driving, and it wasn't the greatest area, low income area. Not that those people are bad or anything. However, there was a lot of gangs out there, and the reason I know that is because that was my bus route. The area that he was driving for Uber, and he got carjacked, and that was the exact area that I drove for my special ed bus. But I didn't drive special ed like cerebral palsy or Down syndrome kids or kids in wheelchair. The bus they gave me was the behavior disordered, alternative school kids, because that's what I taught. So maybe that's why they gave me that route. So I drove juniors and seniors back in 2019 that, misbehaved and, couldn't be in public school. So that where he got carjacked was right where I picked up people. So, I don't know. I'm like, I could probably ID them, maybe. But, so, anyway, and there was a lot of gangs around there because I saw some things going down. I could tell. I knew, with my clairvoyance. Am I going the right way? Yeah, okay. I knew some things were going down. When you see a whole bunch of kids in a car at one corner, and you go 3 blocks, and you see a whole bunch of kids in another corner waiting, and buses are being dropped off for high school kids, something's going down. I mean, it just didn't look right. And, like one of my kids I went to pick up, I drive up and the cops are there. I could see, the front door's open. I could see through the glass door. They're talking to him at the kitchen table. I'm sitting there with the lights on, with the bus. He was my first stop. I'm like, do I wait? I guess I'll wait. I mean, there could have been a shootout. I'm waiting with bus lights on. I'm like, is he going with them or is he going with me? And so I waited, and I didn't even call it in or anything like that. I was just like, just wait. I'm a little early anyway. And I knew he gave his mom problems and stuff. So, 5 minutes, whatever, 10 minutes later, he comes out. The cop escorts him to my bus. So I guess I'm taking him. He's not going in with them. He's coming in with me. So he gets on the bus, and I'm like, is everything all right, sweetie? Puts his head down. So anyway, so it's a rough crowd where he got carjacked, but I didn't know they were going that rough. So anyway, he picked them up, 6 guys in their 20s, early 20s, whatever. And he's driving. I don't know how far he got, but a guy in the front seat points a pistol at his head, tells him to pull over. A guy in the back gets out, opens the driver's door, points a gun at his head, okay? Says, get out of the car. Now, mind you, this is a gun-wheeling guy. Him and my daughter's fiance, they're gun-wheelings. They got guns, they got rifles, they're all pro-gun. So he had his pistol on him. And I'm glad that he did this, because I played scenarios in my head. I'd probably end up getting shot. But now that it's come close to home, I think I would have maybe I should do what he did. So he didn't pull out his gun. He got out of the car. He ran like a crazy man, running around, like screaming like a crazy man, knocking on doors. Oh no! First he ran to the car behind him, screaming that he was carjacked. Well, the car behind him was a bunch of kids, well, young 20s, car packed with people. So those were part of the gang, you know, doing the carjacking. So he realized, I can't go to that car. So then he ran to the houses that were close by, and he's knocking on doors and people peeking out their windows, you know, because in that area, you know, people don't just go outside hanging out. And I guess the police called because they said some crazy man was walking around, some white, tall, crazy man was screaming, running down their street. So, I mean, it's not funny. He was traumatized, you know, 2 guns pointed at your head, you know. So he got out, you know. And on that same day, you know, I heard on the news, closer to me, closer to the city, I guess an Uber driver got, you know, pulled over or whatever. He opened the door and he just put his head on the steering wheel, I guess, and they shot him up and down the back, pushed him out of the car, and I guess he's paralyzed now. You know, like he was trying to surrender, like I guess wait for instructions, like get out of your car. Well, they shot him in the back. He's paralyzed now. So, you know, it's real. It is real over here. As I'm driving into the hood, what you would call the hood. Hood meaning run-down places, boarded up houses. Yeah, I'm not referencing the color. You know, I am not prejudiced with color. You know, it could be any color living in the hood. It's just low poverty, you know, no stores, no grocery stores, you know, lack of things for people to do, you know, doesn't get a lot of government funding in the area. Like I said, boarded up homes. Homes that aren't boarded up have busted out windows, you know, maybe homeless is living in there, maybe people on drugs is living in there. That's what I'm calling the hood. So that's the area that I'm going to, because there's a hospital there that I have to go to for a specialist. So anyway, you know, as I'm driving, and this is a real thing in Chicago, you know, and I'm like, I always played the scenario in my head. I'm like, I would act like a crazy person, and I would start talking gibberish, you know, like to them. And I don't care about the car. I would want to take my purse with me because I have my insulin in there, you know. I don't got no money that they could steal. But what I didn't think about, okay, is he let, like, the keys that were on his key ring. He grabbed, for some reason, he could grab the key ring that, oh man, it's getting so hot in here. This coat I have on is for, like 20 below. So the key ring he had was his house keys and his other car keys. And I guess what the cops were telling him, like in this area, that you know, these guys have been carjacking people in this area. That my route where I would do the school bus to take to the alternative school. They would, like in the glove box, you know, you have your insurance card. They went to another person's house, like, because they had the house. And they went in their driveway and stole the other car that these people had after they carjacked them. So, you know, he was frantic when he got home. They changed their locks. You know, they put their cars in the garage because they would keep them on the driveway. You know, they cleared out the garage so they could put their other cars in the garage. You know, they changed, like I said, their house locks. You know, just very invasive, very, you know, like when you get burglarized. I've never been, but they say, you know, you feel very invaded, you know, personally vulnerable. So now I cleared out my car when I was going to try to sell it. And I kind of left it, like there's nothing in my car. Nothing in my glove box. And because of all these carjackings, I was like, you know, as long as I cleared it out, I might as well just keep everything out, because if I get carjacked, you know, they could just take the car at least. And I didn't even think about with the car insurance that my address is on it. you know, I mean, I don't have any other cars, but if I did, or if I had, well, if I had house keys on my ignition keys, which I don't, I just have my car key. So, and I usually wear my keys, oh, I do have them around my neck to my house. But then I usually take them off and put them in my purse when I get in my car. So I think I will start leaving them on my neck. And then I was thinking, you know, just because it happened so close to home, that I might not even, I might put my wallet in my pocket too of my coat. Not that they could steal anything out of my bank, but if I had my license with my address on it. And then I was thinking, you know, my ex-husband was a cop. I'm like, should I get a bulletproof vest? You know, so if they shoot me when I'm running away. Because at first I thought I would turn the car off and throw the keys, you know, and then run. Because at first I was like, when it first started happening, I'm like, I don't want them taking my car, you know, I love my car. But now that because at first they weren't killing people, but now they're like killing people over it. And, you know, now that it hit close to home, it's kind of really scary. So, well, my first initial thought was, because I have shaded windows where they can't really see me. So just to be alert to all my surroundings, which I am anyway. So if I thought, and hopefully my clairvoyance and my gut instincts and my intuition would let me know if someone was approaching me, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping. That I would run the motherfucker over. I mean, I would try not to kill him, but I would definitely hit him and try to run over his leg. You know, I'm just being serious. I'm just, you know, if it's me versus you, you know, if you had a gun pointed at my face and I could hit you with my car, I will hit you with my car. If it's me versus you. I'm just saying. Okay? Maybe I got a dark side, but I'm just saying. If it's me versus you, life or death situation, you're going down. I'm just saying. You know, self-defense. So, my initial thing was act crazy, throw the keys, or run the motherfucker over. I'm just saying. Just saying. I do what I gotta do. If you're gonna try to kill me, I duck, push the gas, run the motherfucker over. I probably won't be the same. Probably twitching, having nightmares the rest of my life. But, you know. But anyway, and that's another thing, like, how can they sleep at night? You know, unless they, like, keep doing drugs or something. How can they be so cold? It's gotta catch up with them somehow. They ain't going to heaven. How can they be so cold? Killing people over a fucking car. Are you serious? But at least, you know, my daughter's future father-in-law, you know, didn't get killed, didn't get hurt. You know, he is traumatized, he is stressed. You know, it is, you know, having guns, real guns. This ain't no, you know, TV show. And then they did find the car. And they found the car with a, like, shotgun in the front, like, passengers and the floor. So they did something with the car. They don't know if they shot someone, killed someone. Because I was telling my daughter, they either take the cars, this is what I think, they take the cars to a chop shop, chop them up, sell them for parts, or they commit a crime in the car, you know, and then if there's any cameras, you know, they run the license plate, it says it's coming back to so-and-so, so-and-so, which isn't them. You know, so they use the cars to commit crimes, or they take the cars to chop them up and sell the parts. You know, in some back alley, garage, chop shop. Because my daughter was like, oh, I hope they find the car. I'm like, girl, ain't gonna be the same if they find the car. And I said, they chop it up into pieces. She's like, oh. I said, girl, or they commit a crime in it. So anyway, you know, of course he doesn't want the car back. You know, who knows what happened to it? Who knows if someone got killed in it? You know, just, and the energy in the car. I'm all about, you know, negative energy. You know, that would be, no, I won't. I mean, that thing would be dipping sage, dipping, you know, holy water, like dunk it, you know, into a river of holy water or something. I don't want the car back either, so. But anyway, just let me know if in your place or your town, or if you're from Chicago, if you guys have the same thing going on by you. I mean, it's just what, you know, this world, there's such a gray cloud of angry, almost, I want to say evil, you know, energy, you know, like the devil is here, people, sometimes. Ooh, that car. You know, I try to be, you know, hopeful, but man, angels and the devil, they're having a fight now. It is, it's bad, people. It's like there's got to be a break. There's got to be a break. The good's got to win over all this evil. You know, and there is good in the world. You know, there is. So don't be so discouraged or anything like that. And I'm not trying to give this video to be a downer, but you know, all the good people out there, and you know, all you guys watching my channel, I'm sure you're all good, and you know, just pray that this country can be healed from so many things. You know, and we all gotta hope and pray. All right. So keep safe out there. And I'm deep in it now. I'm almost there. So you guys take care. Let me know how it is where you live, and I'll pray for you and pray for Chicago. See you later. Bye bye.